That's fucking rude.
Holy crap, that hurt.
Well, we can compare bruises later. But at least we made it, right? And this is most definitely government sector. And I'm guessing that marker of yours is behind that huge door over there.
Well, we better move fast. Those things are gonna find a way up the hole we drilled. There's gotta be an elevator or something connecting these floors. I'm gonna try to make my way to you.
All right, I'll meet you halfway.
Excuse me. Yeah, game isn't bad, but like I think that I like Dead Space 1 more, which is kind of surprising. Because I remember like really loving this game.
Isaac, there's a gunship docked here.
What? Is it damaged?
Not that I can tell. Isaac, do you hear me? We're gonna make it out of here alive.
One of us is. It's too dangerous for you to stay here, Ellie.
What are you talking about? Just get your ass in here. I'm starting a system check now.
Does remind you of what? Wait, does this not have... Huh, I thought I was going the right direction. I guess not. Heard some sad news. Apparently the new Halloween movie is god-awful. So I saw it last night and I loved it. Diavolo did not. He fucking hated it. He saw it last night as well. But he fucking hated it. I loved it. I like what they did. It was different than any other Halloween sequel.
Booting up. Isaac.
And I think I admire them more for doing something different than sticking with a formula.
Isaac, what are you doing?
Gunship command override confirmed.
Isaac, what are you doing? Open the door right now.
Emergency launch cycle initiated.
No,
Airlock sealed.
no, don't you dare! Don't you dare launch the ship! Isaac!
It's your best chance, Ellie. You got life support, comms. Hey, you gotta be rescued.
You bastard.
I need you to be rescued. I couldn't save Nicole, but I can save you, Ellie. So, bye.
Fucking Isaac. Haven't seen it, so I'll have to go up to just... Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, like, I understand. I understand why people didn't like it.
So I can let you go, too? I can't do that, Nicole. I never wanted to let you go.
A lot happened that we never wanted. Isaac, touch me.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Isaac, please. Make us whole.
I can't.
Reviews did not get... Yeah, see, I didn't pay attention to any reviews before I went to see it, because I mean, like, I knew I was gonna see it anyways. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if it was good or like people thought it was good or not.
What Providence protects you can't let it end here. I have 200 armed security personnel. Every entrance is covered. Even if you do get in, you won't get far.
We'll see about that, Tideman. But yes, I would say it's absolutely worth watching. It had some really good kills in it as well. I honestly thought that the story was I thought the story was good. They did something that they have teased in other Halloween movies, but never have had the balls to go through with, basically. So I actually really appreciate it, even just for that. Let's see, what else? Let's grab one of these. Fuck it, let's grab 2 of those. And... grab a node. Even though there's no, I don't see a bench anywhere. It's probably going to be on the other side of the door. Isn't this... wait, no, there's like 15 chapters of this, I think. So we got this one, and then there's 2 more. Because there hasn't been the eyeball scene yet. Which is going to be wonderful. The eyeball scene is... absolutely wonderful. Where the hell did it come from? Holy shit, there's so many enemies in this game. God damn. Holy hell, guys. Reviews are generally like, is this movie worth paying for really soon after release instead of waiting markers? So I just end up glazing. Yes, that's pretty much the same way it is for me. And reviews in general are just like, some of it is for that, like if I am on the fence about a movie, but most of the time it's just like, hey, I want to know what this creator thinks of this film or something like that. So a lot of reviews I actually watch like after I've seen the movie, and then I just, you know, decide whether I agree with it or not. Not that it really matters, but it's fun to like hear other people's thoughts about it. Like me and Diavolo, like we talked about it last night, because I thought it was great. Like I gave it a 9 out of 10. He didn't even fucking rate it. He hated it that much. So Like, we talked about it, and I was like, yeah, I totally understand your point. I had a different take of why they did the things they did, and think that it was good for them to do that instead of retreading old ground.
Shit, no waypoint. What the hell?
Yeah, no waypoint. What? I like that though. That's kind of cool. They take the waypoint thing away and then have him actually comment on it. There we go. And I guess it makes sense that there would be no waypoint because you're in a government building. And you're not supposed to be here. Like, at all. I was gonna say, yeah, it's a tool, dude. It's not a weapon. It's a plasma cutter, dude. There we go. Save. I realized like I was like sounding negative about this game like during that scene, but like it's not bad. Like I like this game, but I just don't remember a lot of this action-y stuff. Like I knew that it was heavier on action, but I didn't realize that it leaned as heavy into the action as it did. And like that's the reason that people don't like 3, was because 3 went into like pretty heavy into action. But like this compared to the first one is like Resident Evil 5 compared to Resident Evil 1. I mean, to me anyways. I watch a movie and love it. I watch reviews to see if anyone else loved it. If I watch a movie and hate it, I watch reviews so I can have a nice stroll through the videos. I see them light up like a punching bag. Either that or just seeing what the differing opinion looks like. And if I'm like indignant about the movie or don't really lean much on either side, I just watch reviews for the fun of it. Remember the movie even existed after I finished it, right? Yeah, I think it's funny to hear negative reviews. In like the context of sweet, there we go.
You compromised the compound, you idiot! If any of them reach the marker, fall back to the marker chamber. We have to seal it off.
Tideman fucked around and he found out. I feel like this is more like RE1 to RE4 than 5. I mean, that's fair. Well, the reason I used that was like when people talk about how when people talk about how much action there is in like 5 versus 4, like Dead Space 1 reminds me of Resident Evil 4 a lot, And I mean, that's by design because they designed it with Resident Evil 4 in mind. But when I remembered, I just feel like I remembered just less action in it, which is why I said this, it feels like I'm playing Resident Evil 5 and Dead Space was Resident Evil 1 because of how much action is in this versus how much action is in the previous one. I don't know. It made sense in my head. It probably just doesn't make sense. It's probably a skill issue. it's a skill issue. Let's put it that way. No, I think it made more sense in my head when I was saying it, but what you said makes more sense. I want to say. Get good for fuck's sake. I know, right? RE7 to R... Oh my god. Yeah, RE7 to RE8. I wish that... Look, I really... I liked parts of 8 a lot. There's an entire playthrough of Resident Evil 8 on my channel on YouTube. And I actually went back and kind of scrubbed through some of it recently, and you can tell the exact point where I started being like, yeah, this game sucks. Dropped it as soon as you got to the piano. What was it? Wait, what was the piano?
Isaac, where are you going?
I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm here, Isaac. To show you the way.
Where you play the notes. Where? Okay, what part of the game? Which one of the 4 lords was that part? If you remember. Oh wow, you quit that early. Good lord. So, the vampire lady, that was a pretty decent part of the game. The best part of the game was the doll lady. And that was, in fact, when I look back on it, the vampire lady area and the doll lady area are the only areas that I actually really liked in the game. Towards the end of the game, it turns into like a giant action shoot fest as Chris. Which, like, by the time that I got to that, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck am I playing? What is this? And then there's another part. Let's put it this way. The entirety of Resident Evil 8 could have been the entirety of Resident Evil 8 could have been completely avoided if in the beginning Chris just looked at fucking Ethan or whatever the hell his name is and was like, hey dude, that's not your fucking wife. Your real wife was kidnapped and is being held captive in this fucking crazy village. We're gonna light this person up and kill her, and then we're gonna go get your wife. You stay here and protect your baby. We got this. We'll be back. And then that was it. That's literally all that they needed to fucking do. If Chris had just been like, hey, this is what's happening, like we're gonna go do this. Resident Evil 8 did not even need to happen. Each button correlates to a note and you have to play a song, but there's no requirement to actually get it correct. So I do not remember that, but I do not doubt you one bit.
Kenner Phelps, research log 43509. I can't stop thinking about the formulas from patient 4's last session.
There was a part in Resident Evil 8 where you get with the vampire lady where you have to go find a dagger, and supposedly the dagger is the only way to kill her or something like that, and the dagger is like in the fucking castle. Like, why would she keep that in the castle? Why? there's like, and there's a part where you're looking for, you know, you know, one of the parts of your daughter. Which, let me also just say, that was so stupid. Like, you're looking for parts of your daughter in like little fucking glass vials or something. So stupid. It's just, why do that? Like, have your daughter be fucking held captive if you're gonna do the we're holding your daughter captive thing. You know, you don't need to split her into 4 different fucking pieces. But when you're going and getting that piece of your daughter from the fish lord or whatever, it's right there. Like it's literally like right, like you can grab it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's as easily as this fucking glass is in my hand. You can grab it. And then Ethan says something to the fucking fish guy, and the fish guy traps him. Like, just grab the fucking thing and walk out. That's what I would have done. And it completely took me out of the game. Because I wouldn't have done anything that fucking stupid. I would have grabbed it and gotten the fuck out. Hey, why don't you slow down there, buddy? There you go. So instead of having to get a string of button presses correct, each note is... Oh my god. So instead of having to get a string of button presses... Oh, I'm trying to read chat! Guys, I'm trying to read chat. Stop. Are you done? Can I fucking talk to Dumpster, please? Thank you. So instead of having to get a string of button presses correct, each note is saved. You get it correct, so you can get the first note correct, then mash buttons until you get the next one, and so on. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Like, I'm not a big fan of puzzles in RE games, like, at all. Like, I really don't like a lot of the puzzles in RE games, but it's just too simple and completely fail-proof. Like, you can't just have it be like super fucking easy. Imagine if missing one note forced a restart and you had to play in Campanella in time, right? Dude, the thing that always comes to mind when I think about music related puzzles in games is the piano puzzle from Silent Hill, because holy fuck, the piano puzzle from Silent Hill, like the original one, was an absolute beast to fucking take down. I still have to look it up whenever I replay that game, because I don't care to like sit there and figure out, but I can never remember it. And I had to figure that shit out on my own as a kid. So I suffered through it once. I don't need to suffer through it again. I feel like he was just supposed to straight up fall down from there and just completely got fucked, like stuck there. That, and up to the point I was getting frustrated that all the key items just happen to be in the only place I can go. Like, good thing this gem was right here down the only path I can go through, so that yeah, exactly. Resident Evil 8 like made it too easy. But like it reminded me of because that whole part reminded me of like Resident Evil 1. You know, in terms of the in terms of it being like a mansion and stuff like that. So I was in the middle of the fucking sentence, and then I saw that. Hold on one sec. I'll say it in 1 second. But yeah, like Resident Evil 8 made a lot of the puzzles too fucking easy, and then Resident Evil 1 was like made a lot of the puzzles too fucking hard sometimes, to the point where like you would forget, you know, a lot of the shit that you were supposed to do. Dude, I can't even fucking move. Are you serious? Also, Dark Souls 2 sucks. Let's fucking go. Force gun is goated. Yes, exactly. Dude, so I had a there was a dude that used to come by my stream like all the time, and he would never fucking talk, right? He just lurked, which hey, you know, I'm cool with. I have no problem with that. He talked sometimes, but he mostly just lurked, and he just saved up every channel point that he had just for that redeem. He redeemed it like 3 times. I was like, you motherfucker, man. Yeah, it was really funny. I was like, dude, how do you keep getting channel points? I was like, you don't fucking talk. Like you never talk in chat. How do you get enough channel points to redeem Dark Souls 2 sucks for like 3 times in a couple months? Sounds like a guy who has standards. Yeah, he was a really good dude. God, I fucking hate these things so much. He got caught behind the other dude who was going slow. I only have enough channel points to make you say it 6 times. Good lord, man. I need to think of more channel point redeem stuff. I want to do stuff like Reed has, but I don't want to like come off like I'm copying him. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think he'd like, you know, I don't think he'd ever come in chat and be like, "Oh my God, you're copying me" or shit like that. But you know, I don't want to just like, I don't want to do the exact same things and then be like, and then, you know, and then it just be like a blatant fucking copy. I think could add one for like 1,000 channel points. That's, I think Coolsville sucks. Wait, what is that from something? That sounds familiar. But I don't remember what the name is. Scooby-Doo 2 movie. Oh my God, dude, that's been so long since I've seen that.
It's the same signal. Dementia and codes and blueprints are all caused by the same signal from the marker. It's the people that are different. Smart people see codes and blueprints, but to everyone else, it's just noise. Noise that drives you mad.
Oh, there it is. Dude, it is. I don't think I've seen the Scooby-Doo 2 movie since it came out. The only demon that is always an attractive purchase to me is Song or Quest. Yeah, exactly. Which I haven't been able to do much this month, unfortunately. That's gonna start again when I start doing, that's gonna start again when I start doing, Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 runs again. I have so much stuff you want to make me listen to. I like what you put on when you do.
The marker knows you're here.
I still don't know what to do.
When the time comes, you will.
Look, there's one thing that I really want to do. I want to go all the way to New Game Plus. I want to go all the way to like New Game Plus 6 or something like that in Dark Souls 2. So at some point that's gonna happen. And it's gonna be nothing but like song requests and all that kind of shit. Nothing but like song request night. Concertos are on your bucket list? What, for being able to learn how to play, or? Oh, to make you, oh, okay, yeah. Maybe I will go against my better judgment and do a, and do another, crap, I missed that. Maybe I'll go against my better judgment and do another bow only run. And then I can do bow only run, and we can just do, it'll probably take me like 2 weeks of like 1 or 2 nights a week to finish that run again, because it took me forever the first time. But we can do music requests all those times. Love to learn Sibelius when asking and Pagani, but those concerti. Oh yeah, you've talked about them before. I have no doubt that one day you'll be able to learn them, but yeah, I totally understand how difficult that stuff can be. Dude, what the fuck? How is this thing like not? How does this thing like not? I'm hitting it with stasis. It's supposed to slow down. Chayovsky is already something I would consider way out of my league at the moment, and it's pretty easy. Yeah, but one day Chayovsky will become much easier to you. And then you'll be able to move on to the other stuff. Candlemass has been putting out a couple of bangers. Dude, I need to listen to some new music. I was listening to the only new music I've listened to recently is the new Lamb of God, the new Slipknot, and obviously the new Blink-182. He literally starts the first movement solo after like 2 minutes of orchestra with a bunch of tents. Paganini is a beast and Sibelius' third movement is nuts. Dude, I'm like I've said before, all of those fucking like guys seem nuts to me. Oh, they're individually like, that's stupid. That's really stupid. So they're all like individual things. Just run with them. That's what I haven't. Wait, do I not need to do the thing?
Crap. Looks like I have to dodge these lasers to make my way around the other side. This'll be fun.
Oh, wow. If you die a few times, he talks. Interesting. See, I'm running with them and it doesn't fucking go. Like, it does the same thing. Give the streamer bad advice mode activated. I mean, hey, I was like, maybe that actually is the thing, but yeah, it's. Come here, credits. Little fucking babies, oh my god. Oh great, and I'm out of fucking like I'm out of stasis. You know what, why am I even doing I like that these amalgamations OG biomass decided to keep the wallets out of the... Wait, what? Decided to keep the wallets of the... Oh, I was like, wait a second. That took me a second to get. I know, right? I love that they decided to not rob everybody. And we're just like, yeah, let's make sure we keep the wallets. Like, we might need to visit the store. There was actually a part in Dead Space 1 where there was a guy that there was one of them below, or there was one of them behind me, and I didn't realize it. I went to one of the store things, and he was just like kind of behind me, like breathing. So I went out of it, and I was like, I turned around, and there he was, and I was like, wait your fucking turn, and shot him. It was funny. And then I went back to the store. I thought it was pretty interesting that well, how the fuck am I supposed to get out of here now? I thought it was interesting that he even spawned in that room. It was really weird. Oh, I'm supposed to go back. I know, right? Dude, the necromorphs are rude, man. Like, they're fucking rude. Like, I'm just trying to talk to chat, and they attack me. Trying to just do some shopping, and they attack me. It's wild. Oh, duh. Look around. Exactly one necromorph that spawns in an area right next to a store. Yeah, it was exactly one necromorph spawning in an area of the same, like in the same area as the store. It's just really, it was really weird. See, look at that. Rude. I'm like almost out of ammo. Like they did that because, yeah, oh, for sure. For sure. With this one, they did it in the node rooms, which like I kind of like and kind of don't at the same time.
The marker layer held up. It is a fully expressed physical representation of the heuristic algorithms from patient 4, with no breakdowns. The construction schedule begins in earnest tomorrow. Celebration is tonight. I hope I don't black out in the middle of the party. I'm anxious for some reason.
I'm anxious for some reason. Maybe I just don't remember normal mode being as enemy filled or whatever as it is. Dude, come on. See, this shit's too much. This, okay, like this just ends up being like not fun. It's just like, oh, here we go, another room with a fuck ton of enemies in it. The first one did this so much better sometimes. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm still having fun, but holy hell. One thing about song requests is that I see a lot of them have rules like must be no longer than 5 minutes. And then I look at my options, right? I don't, well, yeah, Reed probably wouldn't want one that's like 45 minutes or whatever, but like I understand that. And it also depends on like if I'm streaming and it's just like, you know, a couple of us, you know, like I know the people who are in chat and, you know, aren't gonna mind if someone plays something that's like 20, 25 minutes, 40 minutes or whatever. But if there's like a whole lot of people, you know, and I know that they potentially would want song requests or whatever, then I would be like, all right, yeah, let's just keep it at like, you know, 5 to 10 minutes or something like that. But typically I have no issue with it. Now box Moss in D minor might be a bit much for any stream, right? I don't think I specifically know the length of that one, but I know Bach tends to be very long. Worst recording I've seen of it is 1 hour and 45 minutes. Holy shit. No, that would be good for one where it was like, let's specifically do classical music or something. God, I'm starting to worry about if 3 is going to be the exact same way as this, with a shit ton of enemies in every single room. Best thing about liking stuff that's like 45 minutes long, you can have it in the background and do something without having to switch over. Choose the next. Yes, I agree. a lot of times I will put on lo-fi stuff, which, you know, it isn't like super long songs or anything like that, but a lot of songs on an album that makes really good background music.
I can still hear it in my mind, like a song now. I know the dementia suppressors are working, but this is something entirely different.
I have a lot of force ammo, which kind of sucks because I didn't upgrade the force gun at all. Seeing if there's like any weird things that are around that I can just like pick up. Nope. All right. So there's sometimes like, okay, I want to hear the opening of Sibelius before I get going, and I'm listening, right? And you're like, you lose track of time, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to be doing something. All right. I think I've got some nodes. What, I got 3 of them, yeah. Dude, I love your, one of the things that has always stood out to me about you, and one of the things that I love talking to you about, is how much you love like classical music. Like even if I don't always like completely understand exactly what you're talking about with it, like your knowledge of it is basically like your knowledge of it is pretty absurd. Like you know like so much about that shit, and hearing you talk about it, you know that you know, like you can tell that you know so much stuff about it. Like there are certain people that you can hear talk about stuff and you're like, yeah, they're full of shit. They don't know much about it, but not you. Like you, I've always been able to tell that you know a fuck ton about the shit that you talk about with classical music. And it's always cool to see people that are, it's always cool to see people that are as passionate about it as you are. Dude, I might just fucking sell the javelin gun. I'm not doing anything with it. Like I'm barely using it. The force gun, I'm like barely using. You've listened to it a ton recently. I was listening to, well, no, like I said, I've been listening to a lot of lo-fi type stuff recently, so. I haven't been listening to a lot of classical stuff at all. But even when I do, I pretty much just put it on and I don't really pay much attention to it. It's always just like playlists in Spotify. Yeah, I don't even care about the alt fire. Hey, I can attribute that to autism as much as it sucks trying to focus on things I need to. When I actually get interested in something, I will generally never shut up about it. No, understandable. And there are plenty of people that are like that, and even I know that that's a thing with I know that that's a thing with autism specifically as well. But that's also a thing with just like when I get like myself, when I get focused on something, there's a lot of stuff that I just cannot shut up about, and I learn about like as much about it as I can. So I relate to that a lot, even if I don't have that specific, even if I don't have like any kind of autism or anything like that. I just get hyper fixated on certain things. Spent my childhood learning way too much about Pokemon. Hey, me too. I learned way too much about like the first gen Pokemon games, because they were the only gen that I had for like ever. I didn't even play the second gen until the remakes came out. Holy shit, look at that marker.
Oh my god. I built that.
That's a huge bitch.
What? What are they doing?
They're all coming to the marker. Convergence is at hand.
I knew you were trouble from the start, but they told me you were necessary. That your mind was the purest. I spent years sifting through your demented brain. This is not the way it was supposed to happen.
Well, how was it supposed to happen,
We
Tiger?
had it under control. Clark, this is not our fault. We were so close to understanding it. It's all those bodies you let in here. It's triggering a convergence event. But we never expected this many bodies.
What the hell is it doing?
What it was made to do. Isaac, you have to make us whole.
Hyperfixation is great, but I do wish I could choose them sometimes, so that way I could obsess over something that would like vastly improve my quality of life. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. I can totally understand that. It's like the things that I end up hyperfixating on, like when I try to fixate on things that might teach me something, like, or might help me learn something, like teach me a skill that might help or something like that, I can't fucking pay attention to it. But yet I can tell you, like, you know, like specifically, like we were just talking about Pokemon, like I can tell you a shit ton about the first gen Pokemon games, or at least I could. I don't know if I really could at this point, because it's been so long since I played them. But like, I can tell you fucking Bloodborne lore and make it make sense, you know, shit like that. Like I hyperfixate on those things, and then I just learn as much as I can about random shit like that. And that doesn't help me in life. It's just cool to know. But yet I can't fixate on things that would actually help me in life. Instead, I play 200 hours of DMC5. Take Gen 2 as one of the worst. I honestly don't like Gen 2 that much. I thought it was pretty terrible, actually. When I finally played it, I was like, yeah, people couldn't shut up about this. Really? Oh God, all right. We're here. We're here. Okay, that's not what I needed to do. What the fuck do I need to do? Offline? Oh, there we go. Dude, it literally just said activate. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Machine, just like Straw said. I remember this. The machine activates the parts of our brain where the marker codes are stored. But how does that threaten the marker? What were they afraid of?
me. Us. Working together.
Step 4.
Yes. Are you ready?
God.
This is gonna
Dumpster, I know you know what this is. Pink, I don't know if you know what this is.
Step inside.
Step 1. Crawl inside. Step 2. The screws so tight. All around. Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick a needle in your eye.
Wait, what am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, okay, okay. Dude, it's okay. It's okay, Isaac. Isaac, stop. I think a big part of it for me is because there's something more special about being obsessed with something only really related to you in your life. Because as much as it would be nice to hyperfixate on something like school, trying to focus super hard on it becomes more of a chore when you realize you're only focusing on it to pass a class or something, and it makes it less fun. Yes, exactly. And when I can't have fun doing something, then I don't want to fucking do it, you know?
Step 1. Crawl inside. Step 2. The screws so tight. All around. Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick a needle in your eye.
Ugh. Dude, it's ugh. You done fucked up. Yeah. Yeah.
Nicole!
Just a little bit.
Where are you?
Nicole's dead, homie.
Isaac. I'll be waiting for you at the market.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me, right?
What do I do?
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember if you said you've ever played this game or not, but yeah, that part, ugh.